Welcome to the Memorizing Tarot Cards podcast, your 3-minute lessons on learning and memorizing each card using symbolism. I use the Rider Waite Tarot if you prefer to view the card while you listen from either your computer or your deck of cards. Today, we are exploring the meaning of the Five of Cups. This card represents a period of grief or regret, focusing on what was lost. Yet, it also suggests the presence of unacknowledged opportunities or support, so don't forget that this is a part of the journey, and not all is lost. We will start this episode by breaking down the suit and number. The second part will explore more symbolism to help you look at this card, remember it, and tell a story. First, let's start with the suit and number. The cup, or chalice, is associated with the element of water. In tarot readings, cups show us feelings and describe the nuances in our relationships. Cups can also represent a person's connection to their spirituality. The number 5 is associated with change, instability, and challenges that lead to growth. Putting it together, the 5 of Cups deals with those disappointments in matters of the heart, finding hope, and moving forward with lessons learned. Next, let's explore the symbolism further to help you memorize the meaning of this card when you see it. The spilled cups on the 5 of Cups represent the emotional losses that the person is mourning. You can see by looking at the person that they are showing sadness and regret. However, the 2 upright cups behind them symbolize hope and new possibilities, reminding us that not all is lost. The flowing river in the background represents the flow of emotions. It is also a reminder that life continues flowing and healing is possible. Next, let's cover the astrology associated with this card. The 5 of Cups is Mars in Scorpio, which fits the card's deep sadness and transformation themes. Scorpio brings intensity, depth, and the potential for rebirth from emotional upheavals. At the same time, Mars fuels feelings of frustration and conflict and drives the eventual healing process. Now that we have covered the basics, symbolism, and even a bit of astrology, let's talk about how to apply this knowledge to a reading. When the 5 of Cups appears in a reading, it suggests a time to acknowledge and process feelings of sorrow or loss. This card advises to see what remains rather than what is lost. Process the loss, but also focus on recovery and the new things that are now available to explore. In the opportunities position, the 5 of Cups shows that with loss comes opportunities that could be blocked because of the sorrow-causing situation. Remember that this is a season that you will heal from. When the 5 of Cups shows up in the past position, it acknowledges that your present situation comes after a time of loss of something or someone you cared about. The card in the present position will guide the conversation on where you're at today despite that past event. Now that we have some ideas for weaving the 5 of Cups into your readings, here are some tips for memorizing it. To memorize the 5 of Cups, observe the expression and body language of the person on the card. That is the biggest clue that the person feels sorrow and sadness. To memorize this card, think of when you felt that profound emotional loss and how time and circumstances healed that situation. As an example, after sadness from the betrayal of friends or love interests, my faith was restored by the good people in my life. Remember situations where you have felt the profound emotional impact of a problem, but have also come out the other side better once the unfortunate situation was released. Of course, to memorize tarot, keep practicing tarot. As you listen to these 3-minute lessons, you will consistently remember the symbolism that applies across different cards in the deck. Thank you for listening. Join us for more 3-minute lessons to memorize more cards.